Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is your maths teacher S.F.H, and today I'm again here with another simple Addmath lesson. This is the same topic which we have been covering last week in our classes. Chapter number 5, remainder and factor theorem, exercise 5.3. Remember, we have also provided you handout of these exercises. A small booklet was given to you. Okay, so this is question number 6. It says that the polynomial 2x cubed plus x squared plus px minus 4 has a factor x minus 2. Find the value of p. Show that 2x plus 1 is a factor of the same polynomial and deduce the third factor. So basically this question has 3 parts, and all the 3 parts are related to this polynomial. If you do a small recap, we discussed that a polynomial is an algebraic expression with more terms and more different powers. So we use the word polynomial for an algebraic expression having more powers, like cube, like square, and it has more terms in it. Now this polynomial, they are saying that for this polynomial it has a factor x minus 2. Find the value of p. Remember that I explain you, whenever in any question you read these words like it has a factor, or it is written that it's exactly divisible, it means that in both the cases the remainder is 0. Remember, I gave you example of 2 numbers. Let's do it again. 10 divided by 2. Okay? So you need to divide this 10 by 2. So what do? You can make this division column. 2 5s are 10, and here you have remainder 0, right? Because 10 minus 10 is 0 and the remainder is 0. So how can you conclude this? You can say that 10 is exactly divisible by 2, and so the remainder is 0. Or I can say that 2 is a factor of 10. It has the same meaning. In both the cases the remainder is 0. So again I'm repeating, in any question whenever you read these words it has a factor or it is exactly divisible, so you need to put the value of remainder is 0, that is fx is equals to 0. Okay, now let's come back to the same question again. So this is a polynomial f of x, it's a function of x, it contains numbers in the form of x, so we call it function of x. 2x cubed plus x squared plus px minus 4, it has a factor x minus 2. As it has a factor x minus 2, so we're going to put remainder 0, one thing, and it has a factor x minus 2 means the divisor is x minus 2. If you put x minus 2 equals to 0, so you get the value of x as 2, so you also put the value of x as 2. Now so let's see what you get after putting these values. 0 is equals to 2, and then the value of x is again 2. 2 cube plus 2 square plus p into 2 negative 4. Open the brackets. 2 cube is 8, 8 2s are 16, plus 2 square is 4, 2 multiplied by p, 2p negative 4, plus 4 negative 4, they got cancelled. So if we bring the 16 on this side, negative 16 equals to 2p. Cross multiply this 2 downwards, negative 16 upon 2 equals p, and then we get the result of p as negative 8. This is the first part of the question. We found the value of p. The second part, show that 2x plus 1 is also a factor of the same polynomial. Okay, before starting with the second part, just read the polynomial once again. it's 2x cubed plus x square plus px, and we just found the value of p, so you're going to put this value of p over there. Now, so the second part, the same polynomial function of x, just put in the value of p first, 2x cubed plus x square, p is -8, so -8x and -4. Now we need to prove that 2x plus 1 is also a factor of the same polynomial. So if it is a factor, we know that we will come up with the remainder 0, right? So it means that 2x plus 1 is the divisor. We can find out the value of x from this. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, and we get that plus 1 moves there, becomes -1, cross multiply 2 downwards, so we have a value of x as -half. We will put this value and check whether we get 0 as remainder or not. So put x equals to -half. So -half to -half cube, again -half square, plus 8, -half, and then -4. Okay, now remember, I explained earlier that if we have a negative number inside a bracket and if we have odd power like 3, 5, 7, so because of the odd power, the negative sign remains there. The cube of -1 is -1, and the cube of 2 is 8. Okay, a negative number with an even power, whenever we have even powers, so negative sign turns positive, so we have +1, and the square of 2 is 4. Okay, there is no power on it, we can simplify it. 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, so we have +4 into -1 is okay, this was actually -8 here, right? -8x, -8 multiplied by -half. 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, so we have -4 into -1, we have +4 and then -4. So we can simplify this +4 -4, and we can also simplify this. 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, -1 upon 4, and positive, it remains positive. So +1 upon 4 -1 upon 4, they again cancel out each other, and we finally get the remainder 0. So we can say that yes, 2x plus 1 is its factor. Achha. Now the third part, deduce the third factor. So we need to do the third part. All right. This is a given polynomial. The highest power is a cube. So basically this is a cubic polynomial. The first factor they have already given us, x minus 2. The second factor we just proved, the remainder is 0. So 2x plus 1 is the second factor. And they are asking us now deduce the third factor. So you need to suppose this third factor. Let the third factor be ax plus b. So now look at this. So if I write this, the polynomial as 2x cubed plus x square plus px minus 4. The first factor was given to us as x minus 2. The second factor we just proved 2x plus 1. And the third factor we just suppose ax plus b. Now, just recall the first exercise we did of this chapter, the identities. From the identities given, find out the values of the unknown constant. So this is an identity. and we have unknown constant here as a and b, and we also found the value of p, so we can plug in the value of p also here. So we have this case 2x cubed plus x square. The value of p we found -8, so -8x -4. This is a sign of identity. Now we have three brackets here. First we're going to multiply the two brackets and then we'll multiply with the third bracket. Okay, so when we multiply the two brackets, see what do we get. X multiplied by 2x is 2x square. X multiplied by 1 is x. -2 multiplied by 2x is -4x, and -2 into 1 is -2. The next bracket, just let it be as it is. Okay, we can simplify this. 2x square, -4x plus x, -3x, and -2, and we need to multiply with the third factor, which we suppose ax plus b. So let's multiply this. 2x square multiplied by ax is 2ax cubed. 2x square multiplied by b is plus 2b and x square. Now we need to multiply with -3x. -3x multiplied by ax is -3ax square. -3x multiplied by b is -3bx, and now we need to multiply with -2. So -2 into ax is -2ax, and -2 into b is -2b. Let me use another paper. Okay, so I'm going to continue this over here now. Give me a minute, please. Okay, so this is it. So look at this. Now when I simplify this, I get that 2ax cubed plus 2bx square minus 3ax square minus 3bx minus 2ax and minus 2b. Okay, let's take out something common from these. This is x cubed, this is x square, this is x, and this is just a constant. I cannot take out anything because x cube is alone here, so 2ax cubed plus, I'll take out x square common, 2b minus 3a x square, then a negative sign, 3b plus 2a x common, and -2b. Now we are going to compare this with the left hand side, comparing coefficients. So this 2a is equal to, this 2a is equals to 2, so 2 equals to 2a, and 2 upon 2 equals to a, and we found the value of a as 1. Okay, now the coefficient of x square is 1 and the coefficient of x square is 2b minus 3a, 2b minus 3a. Put in the value of a as 1 equals to 2b minus 3 into 1. So 1 equals to 2b -3. Let's bring this -3 on this side. -3 moves on this side, becomes positive. So 1 plus 3 is 4 equals to 2b, and we get the result 4 upon 2 is 2. So we found the value of a and b. Still you have two more expressions there, you can compare them also, and again you will get the same result of a and b, so no need of doing it. We found the value of a, we found the value of 2, and we were asked to find the third expression. So therefore required third expression third factor equals to ax plus b. The value of a is 1, 1x plus b, 1x plus 2. Okay, it means that the required factor is x plus 2. So this is all about it. Just have a quick recap of it. We were asked for the given polynomial. This was a given polynomial, and we were asked to find the value of b if it has a factor x minus 2. So what we did, as it has a factor, we kept remainder 0, and from this divisor we find out the value of 2, x equals to 2, and we plug in the value of remainder 0 and x2, and we simplify this. We found the value of p as negative 8. Second part, we were asked to show that 2x plus 1 is also a factor. So as it is also a factor, so we must have the remainder 0. So we will again treat this as a divisor, find out the value of x from it. 2x plus 1 is 0. We found that the value of x is negative half. We will plug in the value of negative half in the same expression, and we'll simplify it. We found that all the numbers are simplified, and then again we found the remainder 0. So we said that yes, 2x plus 1 is also the factor of the same polynomial. The third factor, we were asked to deduce the third factor. Now, the third factor, as they have given us a cubic polynomial with the highest power 3. So when we factorize this, we will have 3 factors. The first factor was given, the second factor was also given, and they asked us to deduce the third factor. For this, we need to suppose the third factor. Let the third factor be ax plus b. Now, recall the concept of identities we did in exercise 5.1. A cubic polynomial was given to us, the sign of identity, and there were few factors. We need to multiply the factors and then find the values of the unknown constants there. So in the same way, so this is the polynomial given to us. The first factor was given, the second factor was given, and the third factor we suppose ax plus b. So now we have the 3 factors. We will multiply them. We will multiply the first 2 brackets. We get this result as 2x squared negative 3x negative 2, and then we will multiply this product with the third factor, which we suppose ax plus b. We'll multiply it, we will simplify it, and we will get this shape. Take out x squared common, take out x common, and the last number is a constant. So 2ax cubed plus 2b minus 3ax squared negative 3b plus 2ax, and this. Now we're going to compare with the left hand side of this identity, which is the same polynomial given to us. We'll compare it. The coefficient of x cube is 2a. Over here, the coefficient of x cube is 2. So we're going to compare as 2a is equals to 2, like this. We found the value of a as 1. Now the second coefficient of x squared is 2b minus 3a. We will again compare it with this. The coefficient of x squared is 1. Okay, 1 equals to 2b minus 3a. We will plug in the value of a. We found 1. 3 ones are 3, negative 3. Let's bring this negative 3 on this side. It becomes positive 3, positive 3, positive 1 makes positive 4. Cross multiply 2 downwards. We found the value of b. So now the third factor, ax plus b, we will again plug in the value of a and b, and we will get the third factor, x plus 2. So this is how we'll do it. Hope you have understand it.